So balance, when I first started thinking about this project, the word balance came to me a lot. Just the theme, the concept. I had just started moving into college, just started my college career, and I was trying to find balance between my academics, balance between relationships, balance between T-Star. And so that concept came up a lot, and I was always just trying to figure out, like, how can I balance everything? How can I balance the good and the bad? And once I started, like, working on the project and getting everything out and writing more songs, I started to research just like the yin yang symbols and all these different philosophies. And what I realized is that you can't be happy and sad or be positive and negative at the same time. There is no such thing. There's no way that you can do that. And you have to like take those positive moments and those negative moments and live in them individually and just sit in it for a second, and not just think about how to get out of that. You just kind of like have to feel all of those emotions, and that's what helps create like the best art. So when doing that, and once I realized that, I was like, oh, okay, so there is no balance. What does balance even mean? How can we even get on a scale where it's leveled? Like, you're always going to be either up or down or like somewhat slanted, but there will never be a point in your life where you're just on the same playing field. So I'm kind of challenging that concept of balance with the album, so hopefully you'll hear it. So this is actually a funny story. So for the longest of times, I've been manifesting Teslas. I see at least one. Sometimes I can see 5 and 10 a day. So I was telling my orientation leader friends, they're my coworkers and also my friends, and they were like, Tangie, you should make a song called Tesla. And I was like, you're right. So we like found some beat on YouTube, and then we just all kind of like started freestyling over the track. And it was like, you should seriously do this. Go to the studio today and record this. And I was like, okay. So one day, me and Tio, we were sitting down in the booth, and I was like, look, I'm not in the booth, in the studio. And and he was like, yo, we should definitely do this. And he made the beat on the spot, and I just started writing on the spot, and we created Tesla music. And it was just greatness from then on out. Jose, it originated from him sending a beat my way. He was like, T, I want you to rap on this. And it was supposed to go on his project. And I did it. I recorded with TL, and we got all of it together. And I sent it to him, and he like loved it. And I was like, yeah, I'm happy you like it, Jose. Because let me just start. First of all, when I heard this track, I was like, what? Like, that is so dope. Like, I never did like a song with like playing with like universal sounds before. I normally just, stick to my little trap pop vibe. But when I heard that, I was like, yo, this is cold. I want to eat this up. And I did. And so once he heard it, he was like, I love it. I was like, yes, I'm glad you love it. And we were actually in talks with doing like the Spanish version, so who knows, that might come out. Maybe you'll hear T-Star Bird speaking Spanish on the track. But yeah, that was a really, really cool collaboration. I really appreciate it, and it opened up my mind and took me out of what I'm used to and what I'm comfortable with. So I was really happy with the outcome of how everything sounds, and Jose really just snapped on the lights. Y'all hear it, but it's just, it's great, and I love it, and I'm super appreciative for Jose for doing that, and for him to even allow me to have it on my album, because it was supposed to go on his album, but he was like, no, you can put it on your album, we'll put the Spanish version on my album. So be on the lookout for his album, the Spanish version. It should be on there.
I'ma keep it trill. I'ma keep it trill. I'ma keep it trill. I'ma keep it trill with you.
Yeah.
I'ma keep it trill. I'ma keep it trill. I'ma keep.
Okay, so any T-Star Verse project, for all my OG T-Star Verse fans, y'all know, like, I have to have at least one dance reference track on my projects. I've been dancing all of my life. Yes, professionally since I was 2. I started off in ballet training, and I did jazz and tap and modern and contemporary, and then I kind of got tired of doing the same stuff with that, so I went to hip hop and fell in love with hip hop, and then now I'm back with doing ballet a little bit, and jumping training sometimes. But yeah, so I love everything dance. Dance is actually one of my first loves before even music, so having a song on there that has something to do with dance, and creating a song where people can have moves to dance, directions to dance with the song was very, very necessary for me. And I just needed a song that had an upbeat feel to it, so that way people can, like a club record. I just needed one of those, and T.O. made that happen, and we made that happen, and it happened. Yeah. Collaborating with T.O. Williams, wow. I've been working with him since I was 14, 15, somewhere in that range, and it has been nothing but greatness. And he's been actually with me on my journey with just writing, with becoming who I am as a rapper. Like, I owe a lot of who T-Star Verse is to T.O. Williams, because like he helped me like condition and try to find my sound, and he didn't want me to like change who I was with my raps and stuff like that. So I was very appreciative of him, and it's just always so natural working with him. Like, we get in, we talk, we chat it up, he asks me how I'm feeling, what's going on, and it's just really, really comfortable because it allows for room of understanding and just natural life stuff, because you know that's what music is you talking about your experiences and stuff like that. So we always put that into the music, and he's just so dope just as an individual. He's just genius. Have you heard his production? If you haven't, go listen to it now. But yeah, so he's just dope as an artist, and then as a producer, he just brings that different sauce. And he knows with me, like, I'm pretty open to rapping over anything, and I always kind of been that way, wanting to stand out and rap on literally any beat that comes my way. So he tried to make me beats like that, and I really appreciate him for not putting me and trying to put me in a box as a producer. So yeah, the collaboration with him was super amazing. Shout out to T.O. Williams, love you, bro. And as far as, what was the other question? Are you always in your bag? You know, I have my moments where I'm not in my bag, but those are very slim. Majority of the times, I am in my bag. Or if I'm not, I really try to be in my bag, and then T.O. will be like, nah, sis, that ain't it. And I'll be like, okay, I'll take a moment and cry a little and then get back on it. But for majority of the time, I like to think that I'm in my bag, you know? You gotta stay in your bag. You want that bag, so you gotta find a way to stay in it. The song Shadow came about, I thought about the idea and the concept with Dani Jo prior to us even, like not even two, like I was like 13 thinking about this, and it was originally supposed to be a song talking about like bullying and things of that sort, because at that time I was going through that a little bit. But then I like completely forgot about the concept, started working on other stuff, and then Dani was like, yo, we should bring that back. We should bring that concept back. And I was like, you're absolutely right. And instead of doing bullying, we wanted to touch on a subject that is kind of current. I mean, it's always been current, but now it's getting a lot more media attention, and that is, you know, sexual assault, sexual harassment. And so I thought it would be perfect for us to use that song and allow that space for it to be talked about in ways that it isn't really talked about. So when RubyGld Smoke came and they was like, yeah, this is this, and then Sisters of the Element came and they put their sauce on it, like that studio session was so vibrant and just so supportive and so great, and it was just amazing. I really appreciate them all for hopping on it. They did not have to do that, but they did it, and it was just I'm lost for words, as you can see, because it's just that great. It was so authentic and effortless, and it just became so beautiful, and I'm so happy about it. I love that song. I hope it resonates with some people, and I hope y'all know that like you have support. So find your person and talk to them, because they're there, and you should not be silenced. You should not have to be silenced, because you know it's more life to live. So yeah.
Challenged, and do you feel that you're the best?
Challenged? I'm challenged every day. With a lot of the times, the challenges more so come from not even other people, but mainly me. Like, I'm always trying to beat myself. Sometimes, like when I would listen to some music, I'll be like, dang, I can do this better. So mainly the challenges come from me being super competitive with myself. But as far as me feeling like I'm the best, I am good though. Like, don't try me. I am good. But I don't think that I am, you know, the best. I feel like I have more work to do to be able to even say from me that I'm the best.